part of the rating process is all about critical thinking. And so, we've got our methodologies, we have then, apply all of the analysis to it, and then a bunch of really smart people get in a room and they battle it out. And at the end of the day, they vote on the rating. And we start with the most junior person, and we go backwards in terms of hierarchy, so that the most senior person votes last. And the rating is democratic. So in order for you to perform well in that environment, you need to be a good critical thinker to start with, and then those skills just get honed over time. People are actually rated, their performance review talks about how critically do they think. So what else do we do to try to help develop those skills? Putting people on special projects where that skill is going to be key to their success, and putting them with people that they can learn from, that's another way that we do that.
In this day and age, at least in my business, you can talk about, we have some of the brightest kids who come right out of college, and some of the top colleges in the country, and I think we put them to work right away, and they're in their computers, they're in their cubes, and they're working, 100-hour weeks, right? Then they graduate, and perhaps they go to business school or they become associates, right? They're great at putting together numbers. They're great at modeling, better than me, these days, at using Excel. But when you ask them to go talk to a client, they just don't know what to do. And so I do think it's imperative that in any organization, it's very, very interesting from junior to senior, you have to get the juniors, to the seniors actually thinking, right? And how do you do that? You actually ask them, right? And you make them, or you force them. I mean, there are times, and I'll give you an example. Set up a meeting. You do it usually on a low maintenance meeting first, but you set up a meeting, and I'll tell a VP or I'll tell an associate, let's go, and I'll find a way to say, look, I can't make it, go. See what you can do. So I do think, more organizations, whether they're financial services organizations or such, should really push juniors and push people to think, and not just be pure analytical, analytical modelers.
I'll just offer one thought, again, back to pattern recognition and watching clients. The sort of critical thinking aspect that we see clients do, we try to put in place too, is individual excellence, collective greatness. So it literally is, it's literally intellectual capacity around an institution getting stronger, but when our firm works together and learns as a group, as a network, it's powerful. By the way, this will be facilitated massively by data and social media. So there's an opportunity to sort of not regress to the mean, but literally be in the top decile. And I think what you're hearing is top decile is going to mean a lot more economically than it's ever meant before if you've got collective greatness in the context of sort of what's happening with critical thinking. So just last thought.